tell me of a home where my friends have gone.
Yes.
Oh, they tell me the land far away.
The tree of life in
Eternal bloom sheds its fragrance through the unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of the King in his beauty, and they tell me that my eyes shall behold, where the sits on the throne that is whiter than snow, in that city that is made of gold. Oh, the land of cloudless days. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me that he smiles on his children there, and his smile drives their sorrows all away. And they tell me that no tears ever come again in that lovely land of unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. I like this. Listen to this. Oh, they tell me that he smiled
Yes.
on his children there,
Hallelujah.
and his smile drives their sorrows all away.
Glory to God.
And they tell me that no tears ever come again in that lovely land of unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of a land of cloudless day. Hallelujah. They tell me of an unclouded sky.
Yes.
Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Amen. Unclouded day. Amen. A place where the tears are driven away. Amen. No reason to cry no more. Amen. We can't imagine that here on earth, can we?
No.
We experience joy and we experience goodness, but yet we also experience sadness at times, tragedies at times. And we think that we're going along sailing smoothly and all of a sudden we hit the rapids. Amen.
Or a brick wall.
My daughter and I went to pick up the girls in Logan from school some years ago. They went to school in Bethany on Broadview and Parma. Picked them up and we drove on up to the Kmart, which used to be up on the other side of Pleasant Valley. Tanya and Rick had just got some coupons because they had laid away some clothes and they gave them a bunch of coupons, so we were going to go up there and buy a few more Christmas gifts. She said, "Dad, call Rick." She said, "I've been trying to get a hold of him. He just won't answer his phone." So I picked up the phone and started to call, and I said, "He won't answer for me either." She couldn't find the coupons, didn't know where she put them, so
we drove on over to the Parma Mall area and went into Kids R Us, or Toys R Us. Just walked in there and she got a phone call. Phone call was her father-in-law saying, "Get to Metro Hospital, Richmond, in an accident." Is he okay? I don't know. We're coming down Ridge Road with all the traffic, and she's panicking, and she gets over in the middle aisle and starts speeding, running through every, and I'm like, "Baby, stop, you're gonna kill us all." I said, "Cops going, boy, that's what I want the cops to pull me over so they can escort me to the hospital." And then later she looks at me and starts crying. She said, "I think he's gone." I said, "No, baby, he's not gone. He's a child of God, he's not." And then I started to think. She said, "Dad, they won't tell me nothing. They won't tell me anything. They just said get there." Little did we know that when we got there, I dropped her off, and she got out. I parked, and when I got back to the room where they send you to the little private room, she opened the door crying and said, "It's what we thought. It's what we thought." We all went back to that body. Looked healthy, no marks. They said it was a place on his chest and a place on his back. Never dreamed that anything had happened to him other than he went to sleep. And I waited till everybody left, and I started to command this body to come back alive. And after praying for a couple minutes, I realized, wait a minute, he's in heaven. He's in heaven where for the last couple hours now, he don't want to come back. His brother came in, was crying and saying to my wife, my daughter, his wife, Rick's wife, about how he had suffered his whole life and was mistreated his whole life, stressed out all the time over finances. And it was like a relief that he didn't have to go through the heartaches of this world anymore. Amen. And I realized I couldn't, even if I had the power to come bring him back, I couldn't do it because it would have been an injustice to him. I read a book some years ago by brother's name was Tommy. I can't remember his last name, but when he was an 18-year-old boy, he had run away from home. And he had traveled, and he was sitting at a bus stop, and there was two elderly ladies there. And they started talking to him, and they invited him back to this. It was like a Christian commune where most of the people that lived there and the ones that didn't live there would come there often and visit. Went to the church at Azusa Street when they were little children. They told the story how when they were children they'd be under the pews and the glory of God was so strong that they would pick it up and grab it by the hand and try to put it in their pocket, but they couldn't keep it. And throughout the years, this young man Tommy stayed with them, and they mentored him and they taught him. And it told the testimonies how people would come in, and one man come in and a young lady they were just teenagers. Man come in and he walks in and he's drunk. She can smell the alcohol on him. And she says, "Can I help you, sir?" He says, "Is this the place where all the miracles are taking place?" She said, "Yes, sir." And she said, as she got close to him, she realized he was blind. And this little girl was about 15, 16 years old, laid hands on him. And she said the smell of alcohol diminished immediately. And his eyes opened and he was able to see. And this man went for many years preaching up and down the coast of California, Oregon, and Washington State, preaching the gospel for many years. But they told this story to Tommy, and Tommy later wrote a book about all the stories he'd heard. But as he got a little older, they were having service in church one day, and this one brother had fallen out on the ground and died. And someone said, the pastor's wife said, "Go get Tommy," and called his last names because there were several Tommies there. And so they ran and they grabbed Tommy, and Tommy came